KONDOSAN.
Snow White was feeding the birds in the forest.
Here you go, beautiful. This is to thank you for waking me up every morning with your lovely voice and songs.
Then she heard a very familiar voice.
Snow White! Snow White!
What's the matter?
Snow White!
Oh, Cinderella, my dear friend. So glad you came.
Actually, I came to ask you for help.
Certainly, if it's something I can do.
Look, Snow White, it's been 1 year since this photo was taken.
Oh, it's the anniversary of the prince finding you.
Yes, I want to give him a nice gift.
That's very thoughtful of you.
But I can't decide on what to get.
In such cases, the forest can be a great inspiration. Let's see.
The forest? Are you sure?
Sure, follow me.
If you say so.
So Cinderella and Snow White wandered through the forest.
What a beautiful flower this is.
Ah, my favorite color.
What's the prince's favorite color?
I think that color.
I also love lavender. Let's collect some.
Snow White, lavender is a beautiful gift, but I want to give him something special.
Okay, we just got started.
Cinderella and Snow White gathered some lavender and continued their journey.
Oh my God! What are those things?
These are cocoons. Butterflies grow in them and then come out.
They're very soft. The prince likes these very much.
A very comfortable pillow, maybe?
We already have too many pillows in the palace.
Let's continue on our way then.
Here you go.
The princesses came to a riverbank.
What a relaxing sight.
It really is. So tell me, does the prince like fishing?
No, not much.
While the princesses were chatting, a log washed up on the shore.
Is the prince good at carving? Maybe we can sculpt a statue out of this log.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Let's take it with us anyway.
It's a little mossy on the top.
Good thing we didn't step on it. The prince slipped and sprained his ankle on a walk last week.
So the prince likes to take walks.
Yes.
Let's not forget that he gave you a shoe a year ago.
Yes.
How about making him a shoe?
That's a great idea. I'm sure he'll love it. But
But what?
I don't know how to make shoes.
We need help from someone I love very much.
Who?
The princesses took the materials they had collected and made their way to the farm.
Snow White? Cinderella? What brings you here?
Stylish, we need your help.
Okay, sure.
The princesses went inside to Stylish's workshop and put on the table what they had gathered.
I guess you went for a walk in the forest for inspiration.
Yes, it's the anniversary when the prince and I met, and I want to make a nice present for him.
What do you think, Stylish? Can we make a pair of shoes from these materials?
Let's see. With the cocoons, we could get some silk and make velvet shoes.
Hooray!
What about the sole?
We can make the sole out of the slug.
Wonderful.
If I dried the algae, I could turn it into laces. So what color should it be?
The princesses knew the answer. They looked at each other and smiled.
Lavender!
Great! Then we're going to make purple velvet shoes.
Let's start.
Snow White started crushing the lavender and turned it into a powder, as Stylish described it.
Look at this amazing colour.
Cinderella started boiling the cocoons.
They really turn into silk.
Stylish carved the log to make the sole. They worked all day. The lavender flowers were crushed, the cocoons turned into velvet, the moss was dried into threads, and the log was now the sole of the shoes. Finally, the prince's shoes were ready.
Looks great.
They're even better than I thought.
I hope the prince likes them.
Just then, they hear a knock on the door.
Cinderella!
My prince!
I looked for you everywhere. Where were you?
Well, I was getting you a present for our anniversary.
You're so kind, as always.
I made this for you, or rather, we made it.
My favorite color, and so soft.
Also, you will no longer slip and fall. Stylish made a non-slip sole for you.
Very nice. I'll wear them now.
Stop, not that way.
How? How should I wear them?
I'll put them on you.
Fantastic! Let me take a photo right away so we can commemorate this moment.
Thank you all!
Happy anniversary!
Once upon a time, there lived a family who had a daughter named Cinderella. They were a very happy family. However, once their kind-hearted mother suddenly passed away, their happiness came to an end. Cinderella's father married another woman soon after. The woman had 2 spoiled and spiteful daughters. They were just as unkind as their mother. They all came to live in the house. Cinderella now had 2 stepsisters and a stepmother. Everyone loved Cinderella, who was incredibly kind and beautiful. She had long blonde hair, ocean blue-coloured eyes, and delicate feet and hands. She was a girl who enjoyed helping everyone around her, cooked delicious meals, loved plants, and protected animals. Out of jealousy, the stepsisters made sure to make Cinderella's life miserable. They made her do all the housework and used her as the housemaid. Her only friend was a tabby cat. When she finished her chores, she would take her cat on her lap, sit by the fireplace, and tell him about her misfortune. She always told him how much she missed her mother. That's why Cinderella was nicknamed Cindercat. Unfortunately, soon after, her father died too. The stepsisters and stepmother gave Cinderella a room in the attic.
You can't stay on the same floor as us. You're better suited up there.
Please, let me and my cat get warmed up by the fireplace.
Only after we go to bed. The ashes of the fireplace should be enough for you. Your clothes are ripped and torn. We don't want to see you around. Poor Cinderella accepted her fate. Every night she would sit next to the fireplace and try to warm herself with the cinders left in it. One day, a soldier stopped by their home to invite all girls who were of age to marry to a ball at the palace.
Our king is to leave his throne to his son. The only condition is for him to marry a suitable girl. How many girls are there in this house who are of age?
Joyously, the mother presented her own 2 daughters.
I have 2 beautiful girls.
Then who is that girl that I see in the kitchen wiping the floors?
She's a housemaid. How could we bring her to the palace?
It doesn't matter. I must write her name down as well.
Even if you write her name down, it won't matter. She has no clothes or shoes to wear. Go ahead, write it down.
Cinderella begged her stepmother.
Please, give me one of my sister's dresses, so I can come too.
No, you will not go. You will clean the floors until we come back. Do you think the prince will choose you over my daughters, the Cinder Cat?
The 3 of them mocked Cinderella and chased her away. Finally, the day of the ball arrived.
Ooh!
All dressed up, they went to the ball and left Cinderella behind. Cinderella cried hopelessly. Right at that moment, a glowing fairy appeared before Cinderella.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the ball.
Who are you?
I'm the good fairy who helps kind-hearted girls. Your mother has sent me here to help you. She is watching over you from above. Let's get to it. Find me a large pumpkin and 6 mice.
Cinderella did what the fairy asked of her right away. She brought the pumpkin, and the mice in her room, who were already her friends, came running to help. With the wand in her hand, the fairy turned the pumpkin into a fantastic carriage. 4 mice into white horses, 1 mouse into a coachman, and 1 into a footman. Finally, it was Cinderella's turn. The fairy touched her head with her wand and turned her into a wonderful princess.
Remember, don't stay past midnight. The spell will break after 12 o'clock. You must leave the ball before 12. Good luck.
Cinderella got in the carriage and went straight to the palace. As soon as she entered the ballroom, everyone stared at her and held their breath. They were curious to learn who she was. She must be a princess from another country. They asked themselves who else would arrive in such a magnificent carriage and wear exquisite jewels. The prince, who saw Cinderella, came up to her immediately.
My lady, will you dance with me?
With pleasure, His Royal Highness.
It was love at first sight. The prince danced with Cinderella all night. The king and queen also really liked Cinderella. This girl would suit us and our palace as well. She's noble and beautiful. We have found our bride. All the other girls at the ball, including the stepmother and stepsisters, were huffing and puffing with jealousy.
Where do you come from? Where do you live? What's your name?
Time passed by really quickly. Cinderella, who saw that it was almost 12 o'clock, left the prince unexpectedly and ran out of the palace. As she hurried down the palace stairs, she lost one of her glass shoes. But because she was in such a hurry, she left it behind, got in the carriage, and went home. At exactly midnight, everything turned into what it was before. The prince who had run after Cinderella was in complete shock. He hadn't been able to catch up to her, but he found her glass shoe on the stairs. When Cinderella came home, she was surprised at what she saw. The house was sparkling clean. There was even a hot soup brewing on the stove. The fairy had sorted this out too. When Cinderella went to her room, she was very sad.
But what now? I'll never be able to see the prince again.
Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
Meanwhile, the prince thought only about the beautiful girl who had run away from the ball.
I must find her. I will take no other as my queen. Tomorrow we will try this shoe on every girl's foot that attended the ball last night and across the city. If the shoe fits someone, then that girl will be my queen.
The next day, soldiers walked door to door and asked all the girls who had attended the ball to try on the glass shoe. Everyone wore the shoe with excitement, but it didn't fit anyone. Finally, it was time for Cinderella's home. Everyone was incredibly excited. The stepsisters spent hours massaging and creaming their feet in order to shorten them. And they locked Cinderella in the attic. Yet, the shoe didn't fit either of the sisters' feet.
Come on.
Just as the soldiers were about to leave, they heard a sound from upstairs. Cinderella had managed to catch their attention by knocking down a cupboard.
What's that sound? Who's upstairs?
The house cat. There's no one.
No cat can make such a noise. Don't lie. Let's go upstairs and have a look.
Immediately.
Huh?
They got Cinderella out of the locked room and asked her to try on the glass shoe.
Oh.
The shoe fit perfectly. Cinderella showed them the other pair. The soldiers knew that they had found the princess and ran to the palace to deliver the good news. The prince joyously arrived at Cinderella's house and recognized her right away.
Will you marry me and be my princess?
Having received the answer as yes, he took her to the palace.
Everything
Cinderella
happened just
told him
like I
about
told you,
everything
my
that had
prince,
happened to
and
her.
everything was fine.
I
They
am
got
so
married
happy
with a
to
wedding
be your
lasting
husband.
40 days and 40 nights. The first thing Cinderella did was to have her tabby cat brought to the palace. They lived happily ever after, and the good fairy looked over them at all times.
Once upon a time, far away from the city, Mother Goat and her 7 kids lived happily in a farm in the forest. The animals that lived in this farm had no owners, so they ran the farm themselves. Every year, one of them would be nominated president. The animals would produce their own food and live together in harmony. They respected one another and tried to do the right thing. Doing so helped avoid any conflicts in the farm. Mother Goat's job was to collect milk from every animal that produced milk, and she sold it in the market. She brought the money to the president so they could use it for the farm's needs. That year was Dog's turn to be president. He was responsible for the farm's security. From time to time, things disappeared in the farm. Everyone knew it was Dog's fault, but nobody dared to say anything because they were scared of his bark and big teeth. Unwillingly, the animals handed over management to Dog with a ceremony.
I don't trust the dog.
He still hasn't found the thief who stole our eggs recently.
He never even looked for them.
It'll be a tough year.
Everyone knew that Dog and the bad wolf who lived in the forest were good friends.
We should all be on our guard. We all have children.
No way! He wouldn't give our children to the wolf.
Either way, we should take precaution.
He might not be good at his job, but he won't betray us.
We'll see about that.
While the farm animals talked among them, Dog was enjoying his new post. Everything was going well in the first few days. The animals went back to their jobs, and business was running as usual. There was nothing to worry about. One night, Mother Goat was awoken by screams, and she immediately went outside to see what was going on.
My children, my babies, they're gone.
What's going on?
Bad wolf kidnapped all the chicks.
But how did this happen?
They all approached Dog. His snores were so loud that they resonated all across the farm. Mother Goat knocked on the kennel's door. But Dog didn't wake up.
I know what to do. Cook-a-doodle-doo! Cook-a-doodle-doo!
Upon hearing roosters crowing, Dog got startled and hit his head in the kennel's ceiling, thinking it was morning.
What? What's happening?
What kind of president are you? Bad Wolf kidnapped all my chicks while you slept soundly.
Calm down, everyone. Maybe the chicks went for a walk.
At this hour?
It seems somebody helped Bad Wolf.
No way. You can't look after your children.
Are you not the president? We're supposed to come to you when we have problems.
Everybody back to bed. We'll look for the chicks in the morning.
All animals went back to bed worried.
Something fishy is going on around here. We have to be careful.
The next morning, under Dog's leadership, they searched for the chicks in vain. It seemed as if the poor chicks had vanished into thin air. All farm animals looked for the chicks until late in the evening. But they came back to the farm empty-handed. Mother Chicken was sobbing.
No need for despair. You can always lay more eggs.
Upon hearing this, Mother Chicken lunged at Dog and pecked him many times. That was what Dog had wanted. So he locked Mother Chicken in the coop. All farm animals went to bed early due to exhaustion. After they fell asleep, Dog sneaked out of his kennel and opened the farm gates. In the darkness, Big Bad Wolf turned up.
Where have you been? I've been waiting for hours.
I had to make sure everyone was asleep. You think it's so easy to fool everyone in such a big farm?
Fine, fine. Cut it short.
What do you want this time?
The goat kids.
They cost a lot more.
The Big Bad Wolf gave all he had in his wallet to Dog.
There we go.
Just show me the goat's place already.
The wolf stealthily approached the house where Mother Goat and the kids lived. The Bad Wolf went directly to Little Goat's room and began putting them in the sack. The startled goat kids huddled quickly and started screaming as their mother had taught them to do in such an emergency. Wolf was shocked, but wasn't about to give up on his prey. He leaped out of the window with the sack on his back and fled. Mother Goat, who had woken up due to her kids' screams, understood what happened and immediately ran after Wolf.
Help! He stole my children! Help!
Mother Goat, along with Cat and Rooster, began to tail Wolf. Not long after, Wolf disappeared in the darkness of night. Mother Goat sat on a rock and started crying desperately. She heard her baby's screams, but unfortunately, she couldn't reach them. Just then, they heard wing flaps above them.
Hey, follow me. I can see them.
Mr. Owl could see Wolf thanks to his night vision. They followed Owl to Bad Wolf's den.
Let's attack the wolf and save them!
No. We should come up with a plan first. Mr. Owl is faster than us, so while we distract the wolf, he can fly back to the farm and get help. We can all attack and beat the wolf.
Owl flew back to the farm. Mother Goat, Rooster and Cat approached the house window and they saw Wolf and Dog shaking hands.
Now everything makes sense.
What are we going to do now?
We'll wait for help to arrive.
Meanwhile, the little goats tried to make sense of the situation. The youngest ones were so afraid they began to cry.
We have to do something.
We have to remain calm.
Shh! Don't you cry now. Remember what Mom taught us? Stay calm. Be brave. Think and act.
Yes, that's right.
I have an idea. Listen to me.
The little goats kept whispering and giggling among themselves. After their talk, one of them knocked on the locked door.
Hey, Bad Wolf, look over here.
The wolf approached the door.
What? What do you want, you scoundrels?
We have to go to the toilet.
Toilet? You can hold it in. Be patient. I'm taking you to the market to sell you all.
Suit yourself, Bad Wolf. There are 7 of us. Think of all the mess we're gonna make.
Bad Wolf and Dog looked at each other.
You're scared of 7 kids?
Wolf unlocked the door, and they took the kids to the tree across the house in a single file. In the meantime, Mother Goat saw what was happening.
Come on, do what you have to do, but be quick.
Not with you looking at us.
Yes, you have to turn around.
Fine. Fine. Be quick.
As soon as they turned around, one of the kids rammed Wolf and the other rammed Dog so hard that they were startled. The other kids began to butt the 2 accomplices.
There's my babies. Come on, it's our turn now.
Cat leaped out of the tree where he had been hiding and lunged at Wolf and scratched him. Rooster pecked at Dog's head with all his strength. The last hit came from Mother Goat with a mighty headbutt that sent both Wolf and Dog all over the ground. Rooster and Mother Goat were so happy to be reunited with their children. Rooster took his chicks under his wing to warm them up. Mother Goat hugged her kids and kissed each and every one of them.
My dear children, I'm so proud of all of you.
Owl took all the farm animals to the scene.
There they are.
Mother Goat told the animals everything. Everyone learned a lesson from it. From now on, the president of the farm was to be selected instead of taking turns. There would also be a farm council in which the farm animals would be able to make sure the president is doing a good job. They also decided to kick Dog out of the farm. Mother Goat was elected as the president because of her courage. Everybody returned to their home and lived happily ever after, except for Wolf and Dog.
Kondosan,